I just want to add a little bit of farmhouse decor to my kitchen. I pretty much have it situated the way I want it for early fall, and I just want to add a few little tweaks to bring farmhouse decor in. But before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, I'm Denise Jordan, and I teach women to make wise home, health, and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe, because I do videos on those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Okay, let's jump into it. I wanted to just add a couple little tweaks just to make my kitchen a little bit more fall and a little bit more farmhouse. So I was thinking that probably I would do something different with those green herbs there on the table. But I also wanted to do something with this mason jar. I've got this really nice picture on the wall that's on like a little wooden plank board, and it's a mason jar with flowers, and I thought I'd like to replicate that, simulate that in some way for my table, and of course do something with some of this. So I got out all of this stuff, and I wasn't exactly sure what was going to be what. And then I also have another little thingy that I usually put on my wall, which I don't even see it right now. Where is, oh, here it is. I also have this, which is kind of fallish on its own, but I wanted to zhuzh it up just a little bit and make it just look a little bit more fall. Like, I've got a couple of little pumpkins with clips on them like this, so I didn't know if I might want to try to do something like this or what. We'll see. So let's get it started. So I've got this wreath that I need to zhuzh up just a little bit. I just need to add a couple little tweaks to it. Some of the pine cones came off of it in storage, so I'll tweak that. And it's going to be for a seasonal wreath collaboration that I want to participate in. So let me set this aside for now. And I think I'll work on this piece first because I really want this as a centerpiece for my table. And that picture on the wall has some kind of like large white flowers in the center like this. And it also has some burgundies like this. But I also want to add some of the beautiful golds that you associate with fall. So let's see what I can do with that. And I either pick these up from Michael's or Joann's. So far, so good, and I got that going on. The mason jar wasn't working out, so I thought I would try this picture, and I think it's working a little better. I'm already liking the way this is handling. I want to be sure to use these because they kind of replicate the flower in the picture on the wall. go. I like this a lot better. I wonder about a little pumpkin. Hey. Let's put just a little pumpkin pick right there, and I think we're good. Yep, this will be fine. I'm going to put this over on the table. I think I like that. It's nice and simple, and I can move it when I need to when we're having our meals, but I think I like it. It's in the picture, so it gives you just a hint of farmhouse, but not too much. So I thought I would leave that alone, but now that I've got this fall arrangement on the table, this is looking really bright and summery, so I think I'm going to switch that out. So let's see what we can do with this. I always liked having this watering can sit in that corner, so let's see if I can switch out this spring and summer arrangement to something more fall-like. So let's start with getting the pink out. I really like these sunflowers, and it picks up the sunflowers on the front of the can, so let's start with that. And it seems like every time I move, something's falling off on the floor. I guess I do have a bunch of stuff up here. So I like these. And I like this other yellow too, behind it. I love yellow flower. They are my favorite. Okay. Sunflowers are some of my favorite flowers, and I love it when they're in season. I think I'm liking this, and it's going to go over there in that corner. So I'm liking this little corner arrangement here, so I've got my watering can with my sunflowers, my favorite flowers in it, and it certainly continues my farmhouse fresh theme that I have going on there. And then I've got this here on the table with this beautiful little tall white pitcher, so to continue the farmhouse theme. And now let me just zhuzh up that one little dried arrangement, and I think I am done with my kitchen for fall. Okay, so I've got this little arrangement right here, and it's probably pretty fall-like already, but I just thought I'd like to add these little acorns to it. So I was thinking maybe like that and like that. So I've got a glue gun over here. That one right there. So I'll put this little pine cone right there. And this one down here. So I'm going to get these little summery birds down and put that little fall arrangement right there. So I'm liking that where it is. Well, I've got my kitchen ready for fall. I did just a few tweaks just to kind of bring it into fall just a little bit more, and I'm really pleased with the way it turned out. And let me take this opportunity to thank Heidi at Happily Thriving Heidi and Lindsay at Domer Home for issuing a challenge to fall decorate with me, Fall Farmhouse Decorate with me. And it just got me to finishing up my tweaks in the kitchen sooner than later. And for my homemaking sisters and brothers out there that are watching, all of this was done on a no spin. I used things that I already had. And that is one of the things that I'm really working at doing as we move from one season to the next, is trying to be frugal with our home resources. So the things that I use to decorate my space, I already had. So I'm really glad to report that. Now, if you're not familiar with Lindsay or Heidi, you will love both of their channels. They both do lots of really cool things on their channels. They're both amazing decorators. They're both really good at crafting and DIY. And they both do the mom life. So you will really enjoy the things that they have to share. I will link them below so that you can check them out. And I will also link the playlist below when it is available so that you can see what all the other creators have done as well. And if you like this video, be sure and come back tomorrow and see the wreath that I mentioned that I needed to do just a little bit of tweaking so that I can hang it on the wall, because it's part of another collaboration with Pam at Creative Homescaping for her seasonal wreath challenge. And this particular season, of course, is fall. And if you're thinking fall, you're probably also thinking Thanksgiving. And you definitely will want to check out my Thanksgiving 101 playlist, because I teach you there how to roast a turkey, and also how to make cornbread dressing, how to cook collard greens, my famous mac and cheese, and other side dishes. So be sure and check that out so that as you begin to think about your Thanksgiving celebration and your Thanksgiving meal, I might have some things that you just might want to try. And just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I will see you in the next